Alright, we have got to install some earthquake straps for this water heater as part of the closing agreement. So what I need to do is, I've got a couple of 2x4 studs here, and we are going to cut this angle brace there, and then we're going to put one stud up next to this here, and we'll put a metal angle bracket here with some 3-inch SDS bolts in it, lag bolts. Then we're going to put another stud and sister it onto this one here, and this one here, I don't know why, but they put such a crappy one in here. You see that great big knot out of it. So with another stud in there, that'll be fine. It'll hold up the place just fine. So it'll be a double stud here and a single stud over there. Okay, and then I will have enough remaining material that I'll put a couple of blocks of 2x4 here, one down near the bottom and one up here near the about a foot down from the top, and that will give me 2 good strap points to attach the water heater straps to, earthquake straps. Okay, so let's get going here. I need to cut a 55-inch piece for this, and I'm assuming it's another 55-incher for over here, but I'm going to have to cut this 2x6 here, and I don't know, I think I'm going to just yank that for now because it's really not doing anything. There we go. Yeah. 55. Let's see if we can get this in place. Alrighty. And we're going to put a screw there above and below the knot hole. Countersunk just a little. And another screw above and below here also. That will function more or less as a stud repair. Much better, much more solid. Okay, then, so I want some strong brackets here. So you see these here are some Simpson about 1/8 inch thick brackets, and we're going to drive some 3-inch screws up into the holes here. 2 holes up, 2 holes down, and that will solidly hold this in place. One. Two. Okay, that is extremely strong into the beam above and supporting it, and then we have strengthened this other stud here by bolting above and below, so that's going to hold much better now. Way more solid. All right, now here's what we are going to do to really strengthen this up. I'm going to put in a couple of these here brackets, Simpson brackets. This one here, I've drilled the bottom out to 5/8, and we're going to put a 5/8 inch foundation anchor here. Let me get the this here, and we are going down 4 inches. I'm going to put the tape here, so I'm going to put the tape at 4 1/4. There you go. The tape is there as a guide, so that I know how deep to drill. Alright. So now you can watch that. Okay. this hammer our concrete anchor in here. See, it's one of those slip expansion types. Okay. I would have liked to have gone a little deeper, but that's all right. That's going to be plenty strong. All right. So that is perhaps an inch deeper. Let's see what we get. All right, I can tell we're getting a much better grab now. Okay. Now we've got a good grab. Okay. So, where's my screw gun here? So we drilled it to put a couple of SDS bolts in there, 3 inches. So let's get those in. Okay, so that's that. Now I just need to put the half-inch bolt through here, and that will take care of that. I'll do this side over here. Okay, the top is 11 over, which is right there. Okay, let's see how high it is. Okay, 54 7/8. So I will go cut that. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's drive her on down. Okay, that seems to be it. Use the small bit as a pilot, and then I will draw it back from the other side, hopefully. Come on. Reach over there and drill in from the back. Hopefully we'll hit it. Got it. Alright, let me get the bolt. See what happens. Let's compress it a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, it looks like I might have a little battery cut out here in a minute, but that is the water heater with the new earthquake straps installed. And to install them, we had to put in this new framing back here. Get myself back here. Okay, so you see these bolts going into the sill plate. Those are 5-inch long, 5/8 split, not split, but they have a metal ring in there that expands and grabs, so these hold on really well. And then we have two 3-inch SDS screws above, see them right here, and those attach these two 2x4 studs together. So we have a double 2x4 stud here, and we have screwed the two studs together with 3-inch SDS screws at about a foot intervals. Then we have our earthquake strap for the water heater. It goes into the stud here, and it has a 3-inch lag screw that goes all the way through here and here. Then we have them over on this other one, the single stud. And you see the single stud, it has a heavy angle bracket on it, and there are 2 3-inch SDS screws going up into the beam above, and 2 3-inch SDS screws going through the 2 2x4 studs, and then 3 inches going up in that bracket to the beam, and then into the stud it's a single, so those are just 1.5 inch SDS screws. And so down here again, on this one here, we have a 2-inch by 1/2 inch bolt, and that's just a through bolt tightened in there. We don't have a washer on this side, but the Simpson bracket more or less works as a washer. Okay, so then I had 2 2x4 pieces that I used to space out from these studs, and you see they're just a little bit farther out than the concrete wall below. And I sucked the water heater up into those stud horizontal pieces going across, and that gives it a solid piece to back to strap up against. So yeah, this worked out really nicely. Put in a new stud here, have the 5-inch concrete anchor going down, and then we have the heavy angle brackets up above. So these posts are in here very, very solid, and the straps come around here. I measured them out so that it would, well, the lower strap had to go above the bracket there, and so there we are. We just put it above the bracket, and it comes around here level. We put the straps on the studs back there level with each other, and here is the way they fasten together. So here's the one strap here, the other strap there, and the straps were just barely long enough. So, and then we get these nice little decorative covers, compliments of the Blue Box store, and we have this same thing up above, and I positioned the strap here so that it would be just above the thermostat cover plate, so that the cover would fit in the little gap there. And then you would also just be able to see the information about the water heater. So everything is all nice and set to go. And you can kind of position this a little bit. Maybe I'll shift these around so that they look like they're more on top of the access panels. Okay. So that is how I installed a water heater earthquake strap in a place that didn't really have anything to strap to. So just going over it here again real quick, put in a couple of new studs here, put in some heavy bracketing, because in an earthquake, this is an 80-gallon water heater, so if it starts rocking and rolling here in an earthquake, it's going to have a pretty good amount of force on it. So you want to make sure that you have a pretty good amount of support to contain that. And that's how we did it with the heavy concrete anchors. And then we've got the straps, and then also there is the tension of the the weight that is on these studs too, because we don't just put them in there loosely. We put them in there so that they're snug. They're not going to jack the house up, but they're going to go in there and they're going to be a tight fit so that everything is going to be making a good solid contact. The sill plate down onto the top of the concrete wall and against the beam up above. And then we bolt it all together. So nice and heavily constructed. Okay. Hope this helps you to do your own concrete strap and earthquake strapping. And there is also another earthquake strap video that we did a couple years back with a gas water heater that is on top of a pedestal. And remember, when you're doing a gas water heater, you need to put it up on an elevated pedestal to protect against explosion, because gas is heavier than air and it floats, it stays down to the ground, displacing the normal air. And if it were down on the ground, it would mix with air, so there would be enough oxygen to cause an explosion when the water heater ignites. So you just want to make sure that you wouldn't think much about it, but once upon a time a schoolhouse in Texas blew to pieces, killing, I don't know, I think it was like 100 school kids, and it was because of a gas leak. So always, always, always be careful when you're working with gas. And if you are doing a gas water heater, make sure that it is on a pedestal. Okay, that is it for now, and I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your likes and comments and any questions that you might have. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.